All right, let's watch this Dazed video. All right, guys, let's watch this Dazed video together.
Hey, what's up, guys?
It's your boy Dazed. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your motherfucking boy Dazed, and I'm here to give you my opinion on C9 roster changes and your boy. Hey guys, it's your boy Dazed.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Dazed, and today you're gonna watch me talk while we watch a YouTube video in the background. Now, this is genius because you get to watch a new YouTube video while you're also watching an older YouTube video. So you get two Go Days videos.
Damn. So should I make a YouTube video of me watching an old YouTube video and then I can talk above that? You think that'd be good?
Videos in one. That is awesome. That is absurd. Probably the best idea I've ever had in my life. Since I'm just talking here, I'm gonna play a video in the background. What can I say, man? We're geniuses out here. We're revolutionaries. Changing the YouTube game. Okay, anyways, let's get to the video, man. Today, a roster move that shocked a lot of people. Cloud9 removing n0thing, removing Shroud, and adding Rush and Tarek. Now, let me start off by saying that I think this move overall is going to be a huge benefit to Cloud9. I think they're going to be a much better team because of this. I think that the benefits that Rush and Tarek are going to add far outweigh the benefits of having Shroud and n0thing as a team, as teammates. So that's first and foremost. I'll elaborate more on that further. First, let's talk a little bit about, why this change actually probably took so long. And Stewie, from day one pretty much of joining this team at a very, very fast manner and fashion, became like the leader. He became the franchise player. He became the one to be like the shot caller and make the decisions. Now, it's really difficult to go into a situation like Cloud9 had and be a person like Stewie and take over like that, but then also make roster changes when you've really only been playing for, what, a year and a half competitively max? And these are the guys that brought you into playing competitively, essentially. I mean, before he was on this team, he was playing with Ocean's team. They were, not the best team. Let's be real, right? So it's like, okay, all of a sudden, you join this team with these fucking legendary players you've looked up to forever, and all of a sudden you have to make roster changes in order for the roster to succeed and be the best possible roster. It's just not going to happen. Like, that's just not how Counter-Strike works. Nobody's going to go to a new team and immediately take over like that. It's going to take some developmental time to have the right openings in order to do that, and finally it's the right time, right? And Stewie, probably understood, hey, we're going to be a better team if we make these changes, and that's what he did, right? He pulled the trigger and he did it. So now let's talk about the players and what they're losing, right? Shroud, in my opinion, an insane talent. I really like Shroud. I think he's one of the best CT side solo side players in the game. On T side, though, I think he lacks a lot just because it's in Cloud9's best interest to have more entry fraggers on their team, and Shroud's a hover. He doesn't like to run in. He doesn't like to go first. He likes to hover. He likes to trade kill, and then he likes to clutch rounds. That's just how he is, and it's not going to fucking change. It's going to be like that forever. Like, it would not have changed. Trust me. So
It's true.
and then also n0thing doesn't really entry frag that much. He actually likes to go third, fourth, maybe lurk, and that forces Stewie to really be the only entry fragger on the team. Because Automatic is not an entry fragger, and definitely Ska is not. And you don't want your opera entry fragging anyways. So it's like, finally they got the players that they actually need to complement their system and get two entry fraggers in Rush and Tarek, who are not afraid to go in first and not afraid to let Stewie be the trade killer and the clutcher, which is what he should be doing. He should not be having to be forced to entry frag at all times. It's ridiculous that he is. He's the best mid-round player and the best clutcher and the best entry, to be honest, in North America, but at the same time, you don't want him entering because usually the entry player, no matter how good he is probably just going to die. Unless he's playing against teams where he's most likely going to beat those teams anyways. So, anyways, they finally got the players that they need to complement each other. So Shroud, even though, he's pretty insane, he has his faults. And then n0thing, who makes a lot of mistakes, let's be real. And they're essentially, what it looks like to me is like Tarek's replacing Shroud, and then Rush is replacing n0thing. That's kind of how it works in my mind. And
that's how
Rush
it's
doesn't
actually
make
working.
mistakes. Nothing has multiple boneheaded plays that he makes every single map, where he botches a smoke, where he peeks something where he shouldn't, where he kind of just falls asleep out there, right? And just makes like a mistake. And because of that, you lose rounds. And now Jordan has his games where he just wins games for you. Like he'll just win a game for you against Virtus Pro and just win a map. He'll win a map for you. Well, probably not against Virtus Pro because Virtus Pro always owns Cloud9. But he'll win a map for you against like Nip, right? He'll just have an insane game. But I don't think the benefits of him going off every once in a while is as good as just having like a super consistent performer on Rush. So to me, Rush and n0thing are like complete polar opposites. Okay, n0thing, makes those mistakes. Rush never makes mistakes really. He's super consistent. Always gets his kills. Always gets his frags. Almost never misses. And on CT side, plays super difficult spots and thrives in them. He plays drop on Cobble and does a really good job, right? Plays connector on Mirage and does a really, really good job on it. Plays, around the pillar at B, second B guy, and does an insane job on it. So he plays super tough spots that are really hard to find good players at these spots in North America, to be honest. Shroud was one of them, but they're getting Rush, who could fill some of those voids, and then they're also getting Tarek, who could play solo spots. Actually, he's played solo spots on COG, and I really hope they put him in those solo spots on CT side, and he kind of plays these spots because he has really good aim, he's really good at it, and I think that's what this team needs in order to succeed. And I think he'll do a really good job at it if he takes on this task. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I think that this is going to be a huge roster improvement for Cloud9. I think they have no excuses, right? Like I thought Cloud9 should have been the best team in North America with Shroud and n0thing, and now I don't even think it should be close. Like that's how much better I think this roster is. For all this shit talking I give Tarek about being like a peanut brain, he's actually a pretty intelligent player. He doesn't make like these ridiculous mistakes.
Thank you, Jesus Christ. You don't know how annoying it is hearing. Now that Tarek's my teammate, you don't know how annoying it is hearing people call him peanut brain because of Steel. Like, bro, Steel might be a smart player, but any professional player at a high level should be smarter than Steel at this point. The only reason people think Steel is smart is because Steel expresses everything. Like every time he dies, every time he watches someone, he expresses his opinion. He always explains why they do that and tries to make a better play. Anyone can do that. Any professional player can do that. But we just don't express our opinions like he does. And to be honest, if you guys think Tarek's a bad player, then you guys are out of your minds, because Tarek is not a bad player. He's a good player. He's always been a good player.
All the time anymore. And I don't think he's peanut brained anymore, right? I don't. I think he's a pretty smart guy, pretty smart player. So I'm fully expecting this team to not just be the best team in NA. I think they have all the keys to success. I think you have Stewie, who's a pretty good in-game leader and the best player in North America. You have the best operator in North America in Ska. You have a top 5 player in Rush. You have an entry frag, pretty good in-game leader and the best player in North America. You have the best operator in North America in Ska. You have a top 5 player in Rush. You have an entry fragger in Rush and Tarek, right? You have Automatic, who's an insanely good lurker. Like, you have everything you need, talent-wise, player-wise, everything-wise, man. Like, this team has no excuses, man. They should be a top 5 team in the world consistently, and I think that they should go and get out of groups consistently and be a threat to win tournaments. That's how good I think they should be. Anyways, man.
I like it, Dazed. I like it.
It's your boy Dazed. Peace out.
That's it. Bro, it's your boy Dazed. That's it. Yo, Dazed, for watching. Appreciate the kind words, bro. But honestly, what Dazed said was kind of right. Like, the main reason why we did cut Jordan is because, or bench Jordan, is because he did make a lot of mistakes. But it's not because he's inexperienced. It's not because he's bad. It's not because he's like, he can't focus on one thing. It's because, I had to do the calling role, so I want to be the entry fragger as well, and that's what I'm comfortable with, and I think that's reasonable. And Shad was put in a role where um, he was kind of like the second man in, and then Tim, he wasn't really like a lurker. He got to do what he wanted, and we couldn't do anything about it because he was good at it. Like he was doing really well at it. Like it's obvious to everyone. Like he was doing really well, and if he's doing well, like why would you change anything? So Jordan was put in a really bad position, something that he's not comfortable with, something that he hasn't done, and to be put in that role, he might know the general idea of how to do the role, maybe back in the day when he knew what the meta was, but the meta shifts so much because teams like SK, VP, they invent new things. They're like a top team in the world of Shawless. Like they change the meta. They know a lot about the game, and for Jordan to be put in a role that he doesn't know how to play in and to start from the very beginning, it's obviously going to be tough. He's not going to perform as well. He's not going to do as well. He's going to be making mistakes. He's going to be making mistakes, like rookie mistakes. He's going to be making, even though he's the most experienced player, he's going to be making mistakes. But the main reason why we bench him is because it's not because he makes those mistakes. It's because he progresses not as quickly as the whole team would be when they put into a position. Like, he does. It's kind of hard to explain, but he doesn't improve at a quick progression, I guess. So now that we pick up Tarek and Rush, people who do play CS a lot, who grind CS a lot, who all they want to do is win, and they understand the game a lot more, and they're caught up with the meta because all they do is just care about winning, and they just focus on the game. I mean, I played against Tarek and Rush like plenty of times last season, and I could admit that it's really hard playing against them because they have really good reads on us because our whole team isn't on the same page. And let's be honest here, like we all miss Jordan, we all miss Mike, but when we were struggling the whole beginning of the season and mid-season, no one was saying anything good about us. They wanted Jordan cut, they wanted Mike cut, and now that it's happened, obviously we all are feeling sympathy for them. But I feel like it's still the right decision at the end of the day for our team.